Yeah, that punt return was stupid yesterday. That Tooney Parker did. I couldn't believe that shit. He broke. I've never seen that happen. It's never happened for me before. Some dude breaks like 3 tackles on a kickoff and then takes off. That was some straight Madden bullshit.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Vikings are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the
Yeah, no. As I was running back, I was sitting there fucking shaking my head. I was like, wow, too.
Takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
I don't know if you just want to chew some clock, just kneel the ball and put it, and then put it on 2 clocks. So we can get this shit, get this thing down, get these points done, get this clock going.
Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. This is their fullback, and he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good collision right there, and I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And look here, it's an opening.
Come on, man. All right. At least I know what to expect from you from now on.
Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop.
Hopefully don't forget, man, I'm trying to be in field goal range for the beginning of the 2nd quarter here, plus up 7-0, man. Come on. Wise ass.
To themselves in practice, work on 2 punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I'll just run a toss to the right, and hopefully you can help me out and just get that shit scored. Let's get this thing moving. Yeah, so I'm just going to run a toss to the right. That's a big-ass safety.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete
Thank you.
and going for the defensive guys. Plays like that really
I knew if this was Chris the Boxer, it would be like fucking pulling teeth.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because
Field goal.
there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll set up to throw. I was just confused on that one. I had 3rd down written. It said 3rd down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was 4th?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this, and look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. I can't believe they tried it that way, and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge
Damn.
gamble, and
All
it
right,
does
I'm gonna
not
try to
pay
nail this
off.
ball.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In
genius.
this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for
Are you calling timeout?
So as they take it over, we step aside.
It was 2nd quarter when I was kicking the ball. The time had run out. I don't know why you calling timeout, but all right.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Oh, okay.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
All right, so I'm gonna kick this field goal, and we're gonna play, and that means I can't talk to your ass no more, because I gotta focus, so you don't come back and beat my ass.
And the first play will be a field goal try. And this one. Got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start the drive with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards on the ground. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And here we go on first and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On second down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In motion right is Jeffrey. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group just behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Go, Detroit, Detroit.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a carry here for their fullback. They find some open field here. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, it's Maxwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out on a passing formation, break things out a little bit, makes it...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A give. This is Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And now the the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Back there! Over! Watch it now, Barney! Let's go! No, check!
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll set up a throw.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught inside the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. I'll tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19. Over. Back 99 Philly. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Over.
to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Vikings, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.